go. And welcome back to what could possibly be the very end of this madness. As I said, I took a little break. Since I started late, I'm going to finish late and finish pretty goddamn strong. And for those who have followed me earlier, my thanks. My thanks to those who have sat here, enjoyed this madness for what it was worth, and it is what it is, so. Hopefully, this last part won't be as difficult as I remember it to be, because there is a part in this in which I'm reading up on, and possibly means I would have to maybe emulate something. I don't know how it's going to work, but let's see how far we can dig this thing. Alright. April 6th, 5:30 p.m. Very big Circus store set. Oh, right.
Mr. Edgeworth! Are you guys here for the show?
Mr. Keys, Miss Bay.
You're a little early, I'm sorry, but we're still getting ready. But I'm so happy you came. You remember our promise.
Yes, I remembered. You asked us to come and see the show when you gave this to me.
I'm so happy you came. Please enjoy yourselves. I'm sure my performance will surprise you, Mr. Edgeworth.
Your performance has already surprised me, Mr. Keys.
Nobody has performed yet.
Regina, please have a look at this photo. Is this balloon the property of the very big circus?
It is. Did you see it flying around somewhere?
It is highly likely that this balloon was used by the culprit in the case we are investigating.
Huh?
Who's in charge of the balloon?
Well, that would be Simon, but are you saying...
Shaggy? Mr. Keys, you flew this balloon in the middle of the night, did you not?
I do occasionally practice alone at night. I'm not much of a pilot, though. I'm a little clumsy.
So for practice, you'll do something as challenging as flying a balloon at night. Would that be rather difficult for someone who's clumsy and not much of a pilot?
Then what do you think I was doing, Mr. Edgeworth?
You brought Kay to the roof of the Grand Tower in order to frame her for the murder of Jill Crane. Not a single security camera recorded Kay using the elevator. Therefore, the only way she could have gotten up there was through flight. And the only one who could have flown her up there was you, Mr. Keys.
No way. Mr. Edgeworth, how can you say that?
That's not all. You drugged John at the garage pickup and kidnapped him. Wasn't that why you were late when you came to watch the trial of Patricia Roden?
No way. I have no idea what you're saying. There's no way I can do things like that. Please, believe me, Mr. Edgeworth, please.
I wanted to believe you. However, You have broken that trust yourself.
That's horrible. Why would you say that? Did you once say that you would trust me? That you believe in me?
You don't you worry about that. We're your allies. That's because we're like birds of a feather, right, Mr. Edgeworth?
Birds of a feather. I suppose it's true. We have sufficient information about your past. I doubt you have a motive to kill Knightley. Rather, you are probably the most affected by his death. And I doubt someone as timid as you could work up the courage to murder someone. Alright, I'll get you out of here. We'll believe in you.
I'm so sad. Those words were all lies.
It wasn't a lie. We really did trust you.
Kay, even you? You said we were like birds of a feather. I'm hurt, Kay. You hurt me deeply. Hey,
Mr. Edgeworth, maybe Simon is the bad guy after all.
I see. So that's how you operate. I understand now, all too well. No matter who you face, you'll find emotional weakness and exploit it. You guide each person toward the outcome you desire without them even noticing it. That is how you were able to mastermind the entire case. I may have fallen for your tricks before, but not this time. Simon Keys, I indict you! I do more than that. I reject you! Such confidence after all. You were always so full of confidence, Mr. Edgeworth. But I rather like that. Because now, I can rip that confidence to shreds. What the fuck? What is that? What the? What the fuck? Huh? 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 What? Ha. Good work, everyone. His personality has completely changed. So the animal tamer who could not tame animals, that was all a facade. This is the real Simon Keys.
Simon, that's not true, is it?
Truth or lie, what difference does it make?
Huh?
Mr. Edgeworth just made me a little upset, that's all.
What?
You take responsibility for upsetting me, right?
Balloon practice.
It's true. I practiced with the balloon 2 nights ago. That photo must have been taken when the balloon was... That photo must have been taken when the balloon and I passed near the building. I often fly around that area for advertising purposes. There's nothing unusual about that, right?
You often fly around the Grand Tower in the blue.
Yeah, even the circus needs to advertise.
Regina, is that true?
Yep, it was same as Dad advertised using blue. Most people who live around here should have seen it.
That balloon was used in the crime we are investigating.
Like I said, just coincidence. I simply happened to pass by the Grand Tower when that photo was taken.
I shall determine whether or not it was a coincidence after I hear your full story. Rebut all! Was the balloon launched from this tent?
There's a nice big park near Sunshine Coliseum. I always launched a balloon there.
I see. In that case, how do you transport the balloon to the park?
Well, it's too heavy to carry by hand. It weighs several hundred pounds. It's yet it could fly in the sky. Amazing, isn't it?
I asked you how you transport it. Now answer the question.
Oh, I can't even make some small talk. You're mean, Mr. Edgeworth. I use the truck. The balloon is loaded onto the back of the truck.
A truck.
Yeah. The last time I took the truck and the balloon out was 2 days ago.
Can I afford that as a testimony? So, what you're saying? This right here, this blue truck. The truck you put the balloon into, was it blue by any chance?
Blue? So what if it is?
Today we saw a blue truck carrying a large basket. If that truck just so happened to be yours, then your claim that you last used it 2 days ago becomes a lie. My real question is, how is that cat just like... That's animal abuse, man. This is just straight up animal abuse. I mean, look at this. The cat's like, help me, please. So we got the pig and a squirrel holding this cat up. I'm like, the fuck?
Agent Lang! Emma!
Mr. Edgeworth, I finally found you! I've been searching for you ever since the incident yesterday. I dashed right over after Kay contacted me just a little while ago.
Prosecutor Edgeworth, the thing you were looking for, I found it. It was placed in a blue truck at the dressing room parking lot.
So here's the lion balloon data. A blue truck, as suspected. That truck is without a doubt the one I saw today.
There are a number of blue trucks out there, you know. Who's to say you're not mistaking it for a different one?
It's definitely that one. I got a good look at it. Mr. Edgeworth, what's that?
Wasn't me!
Okay. Words have no strength without evidence to back them up.
It's Mr. Edgeworth's voice.
Evidence! Present evidence! Do I have any evidence to prove that this was the truck I saw today?
What's wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Why are you touching the truck?
Truck's body is cold to the touch. Seems to have been parked here for some time.
Did you figure out all that just by touching it?
What could prove that this is the truck I saw? Fingerprints. I'd like to adjust the truck for fingerprints.
Fingerprint? What for? I don't see any point in that.
Something person's fingerprints should be left on this truck. And these fingerprints will prove this truck was parked in front of the Grand Tower today. Whose fingerprints prove this truck was in front? Well, that's be it.
Edgeworth, your fingerprints?
Indeed. Earlier today, I touched a truck at the plaza in front of the Grand Tower. I'd like to test for my prints. Emma, might I request a scientific investigation?
That's what I'm here for. Just leave it to me.
Alright.
We're all set. Go ahead, Mr. Edgeworth.
Wait, you want me to do it?
Of course. Who else but Mr. Edgeworth would be up to the task? Here, I'll show you how it's done.
Alright then. You're a scientist, why don't you teach us?
First, we sprinkle some aluminum powder over the area you want to investigate. Like this. Press the screen, sprinkle the aluminum powder. Apply right here to the fingerprints, so once you sprinkle enough, you blow it away.
Blow it away.
Yeah, just blow it out with your breath.
Blowing into the microphone.
Got it?
Yes, I think so. I guess we'll do it for real this time.
Just so you know, the key point is to sprinkle the powder all over.
Oh, Jesus. I doubt I'm going to be doing this right, but... How am I going to do this? No, seriously, how are we going to do this? Oh, jeez. Oh, for fuck's sake. We're gonna really be doing this. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. There we go. Thank you!
We got one! That's a nice, clean fingerprint.
Let's run the print against mine post-haste.
Alright, just leave it to me. These are definitely your fingerprints, Mr. Edgeworth.
Well, seems to me that we have just proven your statement to be a lie.
What were you doing when you were driving this truck around?
The fuck?
Just taking it for a joyride.
Kay was abducted 2 nights ago. Your balloon was sighted not far from the scene. Today there was another kidnapping in which a garbage truck was used. And once again your truck was seen nearby.
This all sounds like nothing more than pure coincidence to me.
Sure was pure coincidence that you parked near 2 separate kidnappings downtown. You were involved in both kidnappings, weren't you?
This is a bit rash to automatically assume that the 2 kidnappings were connected.
And what if I had evidence to prove that the 2 crimes were performed by the same culprit?
Oh, you're serious?
I can't wait to hear this. What did Kay and John's kidnapping have in common? Well, they had one thing in common. Sleeping drugs. Kay was knocked out with a powerful sleeping drug. And a bottle of sleeping pills was found lying in the place where John was confined. The contents of the bottle were a match with the drugs used on Kay.
So, that's all you've got, huh? And here I was, getting my hopes up. So the same sleeping drugs were used, so what? You think that connects the 2 incidents? Surely you must realize it yourself that doesn't prove a thing.
There must be something.
Evidence that proves he is connected to those cases.
The police, prosecutors, and even you, Mr. Edgeworth. In the end, you're all the same. You make up evidence as you see fit, just so you can send some poor soul to prison. Isn't there someone like that here? A poor soul who was wrongly accused in the past.
You're wrong! Who would do such a thing?
Then show me the evidence. If you're going to accuse me of a crime, it's only natural.
No use. I can't seem to find any other threads linking him to the kidnappings.
Now then, have you finally run out of ammo, Mr. Edgeworth? I still have preparations to make other circus, so if you excuse me. Now you do. No need to get so heated. And Simon, you're looking good in that clown makeup. What's your deal? Don't just butt in like that. Uncle Ray's not so good. Such stiff environment. I mean, why, it's serious, right?
I see what they did here.
Hey, kid, how about a little trick? At last, my moment has arrived. The Great K-Faraday presents a Simon impression. Yari!
Why you? Enough already!
Hey, buying some time to get all your nuts out. There's probably a better way to stop time than this, but whatevs. Woo! Nice one, Kay!
I'm not so sure about this method either. But I have to find something that connects Simon to the case. I need to find it now. Is there evidence not related to the kidnapping that's connected to the mastermind's identity? That's it. The mastermind is the same person as the young acolyte Dojin was looking for. If I can just connect the young acolyte to Simon. Which piece of evidence could be connected with the mastermind's true identity? Oh, the memo. Knightley and Doji both communicated through a certain individual.
Then that somebody must be
The mastermind behind the case. That's it. The mastermind played a role in the correspondence chess. If I could prove that it was Simon, then...
That is enough. I cannot stomach any more of your sorry excuse for performance. If you have no more objections, then I ask that you let me get back to preparing for the show.
Thank you for the help, Mr. Shields, though you may not have taken it a little too far.
You sure look happy. I think you found some.
Look at me. I am Simon the clown. The funny clown.
Okay, you can stop now. And now then, Mr. Case, do you happen to like chess?
That was rather out of the blue. But since you asked, I can't say that I dislike chess.
The mastermind played correspondence chess with Sahan Doji.
If I recall, it was Knightley who had been playing chess with Doji, wasn't it? Are you saying that he was a mastermind?
There was no way Knightley could have been the mastermind. The reason being, the mastermind had continued to work behind the scenes, even after Knightley's death. That being the case, who could have written this letter? I believe someone acted as middleman between Dojin and Knightley.
So you're saying that I'm the middleman?
You think I'm the middleman?
And just why would I have to go through all that trouble to do something like that?
That's likely to me. To make it appear as if there was a connection between Knightley and Dojin. And as a result, Knightley was killed by Patricia Rowe.
Oh wait, are you saying that it was all set up so that he would be killed by her?
What are you saying? There's no way I could manipulate a person that far.
That poor cat.
Look at me! It takes all I have just to get the animals to perform tricks!
Only just a scrap of the letter to the Jane Knightley still decisive. I'd like to investigate your name. There could be decisive.
If it's the letter you're looking for, you won't find any in there.
What?
I'm the type of guy who throws his letters away as soon as he's done reading them. Where's the point in living in the past?
He's already gotten rid of the evidence.
Mr. Ezra, everything you said so far has been nothing more than basic conjecture.
It's just one step behind it. What should I do? Moves?
Without evidence, I won't allow you to cast doubt on my friendship with Knightley.
Who was that?
Excuse me.
Miss Patty? What's on her mind?
I've been listening in on what you were all saying, you know. When you say Mr. Knightley, you mean Simon's friend, Mr. Knightley, right?
Yes, that's correct. Does she know something?
This morning a letter arrived from Mr. Knightley. It was for Simon.
What? What'd you say? But that's impossible. And he's already dead. Miss Barry, please, let me see that letter.
Okay, here you go. Quick, open it!
This is correspondence just now. This is the response of Dojin.
This is the response to Dojin Fast Move.
Now can you see the path to checkmate? I can't wait to see the look on your face. You weren't expecting to lose a chess against me, right?
Postmark says March 26th, the day before Knightley's death. Seems the letter arrived late. That happens sometimes.
Since the circus moves around so much, a lot of male people send us around late.
Now, why was this letter addressed to you? This is proof that you were the middleman between Dojin and Knightley. Normally, you would transcribe this letter into Braille before sending it to Dojin. And in doing so, you created a connection between him and Knightley.
Damn it! Gosh, you Knightley, why must you continue to interfere?
Simon, why? Wasn't Knightley your only friend?
Don't be ridiculous.
The fuck?
I stopped with him as a friend 18 years ago.
18 years ago. What happened the day of the Ice 7 incident?
Thanks to Knightley, I nearly died that day in the snowstorm. While I was on my way to the contest venue, where my father was waiting, Knightley suddenly appeared. He held me down, tied up my hands and feet, and with tears streaming down his face.
Let me read that right.
He held me down, tied up my hands and feet, and with tears streaming down his face. He kept apologizing. My dad's too scary. I can't disobey him. Please forgive me. I'm sorry.
Stop it, Horace! I promised my dad! I said I'd taste his desserts. If I'm not there, Dad will be in trouble. I'm gonna let everyone know my dad's desserts are the best in the world.
After that, he
He locked us inside a car. It was so cold I couldn't see my own breath. Before we knew it, the doors had frozen shut and not even he could get them open. And then I lost my father. What? Your father? Horse Knightley was the son of the murderer who killed my father. What could this mean? This confession runs contrary to the information we have. Well, the name of the victim in the I-7 incident was Isaac Dover. Isaac Dover is my father's name. 18 years ago, my memories were muddled from the shock of my near-death experience. So it wasn't until later that I learned the truth. On that day, my father was murdered. The culprit of the I-7 incident was a confectioner by the name of Dane Gustav. The stranger looked like Zhang Fei from Destiny of an Emperor, with a mustache instead of a fuzzy grizzly beard. So that was the name of Knightley's father. That scum of the F killed my father. Just the thought of him makes me sick. So you knew who the culprit was all along? Of course not. Had I known, I would have tipped off the police a long time ago. All I knew was that Knightley's father was trying to set up my own father. That's why I immediately knew that the one who died that day was my dad. Knightley had a hand in my father's murder. That shit. He was the son of a killer! It's only natural that he ended up dead. It would appear that you are a victim of a very serious misunderstanding. Misunderstanding? Just what are you talking about? Isaac Dover, at the time, he was actively working as a sculptor in France, under the name Pierre Hoquet. Is that right? Very sorry to say, I don't remember that at all. It's only natural you don't remember. After all, he's not your real father. Huh? Well, is that supposed to be a joke? I am not amused. You won't be able to laugh at all once I reveal the truth to you. This piece of evidence proves that you are not Isaac Dover's son. Isn't that Knightley's chessboard and ring? I want you to take a good look at this ring's design. There are 2 letters inscribed in it. That is the seal of Pierre Hoquet, used as a signature. 18 years ago, it was found lying near the body of Isaac Dover.
Why would Knightley have my father's memento with him?
The police had found Isaac Dover's son and gave it to him. Isaac Dover's real son is Horse Knightley.
What? But that means I...
In other words, you are Dan Gustavia's son.
That's a lie! After all, my father's... My memories are...
You're the father of Zhang Fei, the culprit.
I lost my father because Knightley locked me up in the car! That's why I thought it would be fitting if you were killed as well.
Really? I'll be able to see a circus show even in prison?
I enjoyed playing chess with you. I'm looking forward to your performance as well.
Yes, please look forward to it.
Alright, you better drop by again. I'll be thinking about my next move.
Oh yeah, I left something special inside that chessboard for you. You should check it out later.
Something special? I'm not quite sure what you mean, but thanks. I owe you one, son.
If only you hadn't stopped me 18 years ago. It would never have come to this.
Did you say something?
No, not a word. Goodbye, Horace.
After all that, you're saying my father who killed Knightlings, then that means, was it all for nothing?
I don't want to become some weakling who could be killed by anyone. That's why I thought I followed Mr. Doji's footsteps.
This finally proves it. Simon Keys, you are Dojin's correspondence chess partner. And the mastermind behind this case.
That's right. It was me. I'm the mastermind behind it all.
He's finally showing his true colors.
As you all know, I witnessed the incident 12 years ago.
President Huang's assassination. So the child who drew that picture was Simon Keys. When I was found out, I was subjected to horrible interrogations over and over by that heartless Patricia. I spent nights trembling in my bed, terrified of what the next day would bring. I'm sure you can understand why I'd want to sneak out of there, right? However, Blaze would have likely sent pursuers after him.
Exactly. I was on the run from them every waking moment, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. I couldn't even sleep at night. I'd jump at the slightest noise. And that's why I became a circus performer. Blaze the Best was the chief prosecutor, and Patricia Rowan was the warden of the prison. No ordinary person would be a match for those two, and there were no adults I could rely on. Furthermore, behind the scenes was the body doubles that set those two in motion. Don't use a fake I was up against a nation's president. Talk about utter despair, right? My only ally was Mr. Doji. He saved my life after all. He actually helped me out.
If this story is true, it's ironic. Doji, finished assassin, was idolized by the child he saved.
If I followed his footsteps, I'd no longer have to worry about being eaten alive. That's right! Now it's my turn! My turn to devour those who would feed upon me!
I suppose you never thought to seek help from Blaze.
No way, no way, no way! As long as Blaze was around, any evidence would be destroyed by him! Actually, didn't something like that almost happen today during Patricia's trial? I knew from the very beginning that things wouldn't turn out like this.
The evidence from Patricia Rowan's trial. You're saying that he expected the evidence to be destroyed. I see, so that's why you kidnapped John. To force a guilty verdict even in the absence of evidence.
Who's to say? But in order to expose the crimes 12 years ago, there was no one to trust.
That's according to you. However, Blaze also attempted to kidnap John in order to manipulate the trial in his favor. Your methods are no different than those of the people you so despise.
That's only if I were actually the kidnapper. But I would never do something so evil. No way, no way, no way. I just simply couldn't. Besides, Mr. Edgeworth, I'm actually quite thankful to the real criminals for giving me the opportunity to extract such sweet revenge.
So you admit it. Your motive was revenge.
Yeah, I admit it. So what? Sure, I have a grudge against those creeps. But it's not like I'm the one who actually killed them, you know? Truth be told, all I did was send some letters. I let Jill in on Blaze's secrets and let Blaze in on Jill's secrets. And then the two simply ended up trying to kill each other.
Do you mean to say the murder was nothing more than a result of that?
Yep. Just like the case at North Lake, it's way easier than trying to control wild animals. Oh, okay, let's come up with the fake assassination plan for Nightly.
It's also part of his plan. In fact, the case that Fook's murder was also conjecture.
Whoa! Don't try to pin that on me. Knightley killed him, all on his own.
Well, it ended up being a perfect opportunity for me. Funny how things work out. How could you say such a thing? Just the same for Patricia Ronan. I made it look like there was a connection between Knightley and Doji. By using the corresponding chess match and the chisel in the chessboard.
What? You mean to say that you were the one who prepared that chisel?
That's right. I thought it would bring Doji to mind. Wouldn't you agree? And that was all it took to get Patricia to murder Nightly. Oh, the feeling that everyone around you is an enemy. I know, don't you? The tiniest spark can set off an explosion of fear, resulting in horrific mutual destruction. All I did was watch the comedy of errors unfold from the audience. And you were my final pawn, Miss Edgeworth. Me. When you saw that cases, you brought both Blaze and Patricia to their ruin. And the weapon that delivered the coup de grace was your own logic.
I didn't sell those cases for your sake.
Oh, I know. You never really cared about saving. You just wanted to pretend to be a defense attorney, didn't you? What did you? All I had to do was go, no way, no way, no way, no way, and act so scared. And you don't believe me. You were giving it your all, trying to save me.
So even your arrest was just a ploy to make me use my logic.
To be fair, getting arrested was part of the plan. If people began to suspect that the chisel I said was the murder weapon, honestly, I broke out in a cold sweat. I thought it for sure would be cut for me. But then a tad about miraculous proportions, and the genius prosecutor himself had to come to my rescue. Well, just sweetheart by me, the one that you sent. You should be grateful. I gave you this chance to play the attorney. You're wrong. He wasn't pretending to be a defense attorney. Mr. Edgeworth is always serious about saving people. There were times when he sent me in a past. Cecil! Are you sure you're not just trying to imitate his old father? The one he admires so much? Absolutely not. That's not true at all.
Now, okay. The person he's talking about now isn't Miles, but rather Simon himself. Clearly, he's not able to trust others. The desire to save someone other than himself is something he cannot even comprehend.
Say what you want, but make sure you think about it long and hard. So my targets for revenge got what they deserved in the end. However,
Investigating murder?
think about it. Can any one of my actions really be considered crime? I instigated murder. There's not a single word about that in the letters. If I had said the word kill even once, I guess it could be considered instigation.
Well, maybe you did say it, but there's no way for you to prove it.
Why are you saying you kidnapped me?
I'm sorry, but that hasn't been proven yet, has it?
The only thing I made to was sending the letters. That's... Besides, those letters contain no threats or coercions. I simply conveyed information that each recipient would find beneficial.
You crafty little bitch.
Can't we do something about it? What was it he said? Integrating murder?
Instigating murder is when a person directs someone else to commit murder. The person who directed the murder can be charged as if he committed the crime himself.
So we just have to find proof that he directed those murders. You make it sound so easy. To be honest, kind of pisses me off a little. You're all trying to frame an innocent person for murder. Don't you understand? I'm not obligated to waste any more time on this pointless discussion.
The police are waiting for you outside this tent. You've nowhere to run.
Really not. You wouldn't think I would have an escape route prepared? Again! Animal abuse!
For example, let's say I gave an order so that all the animals here attacked you. Now, what if I were to take my leave during the ensuing chaos?
What you say? You can't be serious.
It was just an example. Wouldn't that make for an interesting show? Here's another idea. What if I pulled out a hidden gun and took John hostage? That might be more exciting. I will never allow you to do such a thing.
I can't tell whether or not Simon's being serious. However, when it comes to him, you should consider anything possibility.
If you continue to bore me with your drivel, I'll end the show right here. I'd like you to keep that in mind before you make any baseless objections.
I can't make any careless remarks. There's some way I can charge him with his crimes. Rebut all! Well, maybe I did. But you know how you did it? You didn't consider this. You stupid son of a bitch! It is my firm conviction that you instigated the murders.
And after all, you told me yourself.
Perhaps I should let you in on this, Mr. Edgeworth. Actually, I was the one who ordered Blaze the Best to kill Gyakuten.
What?
If you guys say that, I really don't remember.
You may think you can deceive us as much as you want. But unfortunately for you,
Unfortunately.
you used a bug to eavesdrop on our conversations. I can move this out of the way. But there was someone else who wiretapped that bug of yours and recorded the whole thing.
Recorded?
In other words, the conversation between you and that clown is recorded on that tape? Kenji says a schemer drowns in his own schemes. And this is what he meant.
Miss Swift, I'd like you to listen to your tape.
Roger. That's right about here.
Really, you need to change that ringtone, girl.
Mr. Edgeworth, Judge Courtney's cell phone's ringing.
Who is this? Are you the person who ambushed Kay?
Mr. Edgeworth, I will listen to all this too.
Very well. This is where it starts.
Well, I must say. That's odd.
What's wrong?
Well, there ain't nothing recorded past this point.
What?
Why wasn't it recorded?
Too bad, so sad. Did you really think I leave behind any evidence?
The bug I planted has a special feature.
It's a jammer.
It can be turned off and on with remote control. What? That's what I think it is.
Yeah, it's a jammer.
Certainly, no control listening devices do exist. However,
Are you saying you switched off the device so that your own voice will not be recorded? Precisely!
Impossible! You couldn't have done that unless you knew you were being recorded.
Isn't it obvious I do? I guess you just don't get it.
you could call it. I had a feeling I was being wiretapped. Miss Swift, was it? I figured things out before you knew about the kidnapping.
Don't tell me. You were listening in on that conversation?
That's right! Though come to think of it, I'm sure you didn't realize it until now.
So geez, prosecutor, you turned out to be Mr. Edgeworth.
Mm.
Oh, and what was the end result of all this? Since you don't have any proof of the instigation charges, it's game over.
Mr. Prosecutor, was my recording no help to you though? Ain't there something, anything at all in my recording?
Okay.
Yeah?
Bug was playing your badge, right? You got any ideas?
I expect me to come up with an answer right off the top of my head.
You were the only one who came into contact with the culprit.
Ah, I'm safe. You're fussing over useless evidence.
Let's move on to the next topic. Next! What's this? He seems a bit eager to change the topic of conversation. You were the only one who came into contact with the culprit. Only Kay came into contact with Simon as the Red Hood. Any sound was recorded at the time she was with the culprit. Miss Swift, how long have you been recording?
16 minutes ago, I reckon.
16 minutes ago. Okay. When could a conversation with Simon possibly have been recorded? Simon brought Kay to the roof. We listened to the recording from that time. Miss Swift, please let us listen to the recording from 2 nights ago.
Okie dokie. This is the sound of the hot air balloon.
That's right. At the same time, Simon was carrying Kay in a hot air balloon. Ergo, he was near Kay. Isn't there anything recorded?
That was
A gunshot!
Seems you were quick to deactivate the button. However, you were a little too late. You can't run anymore. That gunshot ties you to the case.
ha. What do you say? There's no gun involved in this case. Is there?
Should be someone connected to the case and fired a gun. Strike with the evidence that points to that person. Which piece of evidence connects the gunshot to the case? The balloon itself. Could you perhaps take a look at this piece of evidence?
Are you saying that this proves that the gun is related to the case?
That is what I believe. Are you saying that I'm wrong? Oh.
I don't think so. It has any connection at all.
Yeah, I'm jumping the gun. Jumping the gun. Like you, Lord. I'm sorry.
Wouldn't the fire guy could be the same person kidnapped me, right?
It's possible. However, it seems we can't be sure. See if there is something that connects those involved in the case with the gun. We should review the evidence once more.
What are you mumbling about? As I thought, the gun isn't related at all, is it?
No, the gunshot that was recorded is greatly related to this case. Which piece of evidence? It's not the balloon. It's the notes. It's written right here, in the body double's autopsy report. Gunpowder residue was detected on his right hand. Where was Kay at the time of this gunshot was recorded? That's right. She is being carried to the roof of the Grand Tower in your balloon. Turns out there were a few more people on that very same rooftop at the time.
You mean the double and me? Certainly, after we talked for a brief moment, the body double noticed something and had me leave before him.
Now, what if the gunshot rang out after that? We can clearly hear it in the recording. I doubt you would have noticed it. You intend to feign ignorance until the very end?
That's nothing more than your conjecture.
What we heard on the recording was not just a gunshot.
If you listen closely, you can hear the bullet hitting something. Body double was aiming at Simon. The bullet may have struck the piece of evidence. Which piece of evidence? Well, it's the balloon. That's where the balloon should be. The body double likely fired the gun at the balloon. We assume that the bullet hit something. If would have in the balloon's basket.
Let's examine it immediately.
Well, it's right there. This hole.
It's a bullet hole.
A bullet hole was found in the basket. You won't be able to talk your way out of this one. Yes! How do you intend to explain the gunshot and bullet hole?
So you figured it out. You are good. I guess it's impossible to hide anything from you.
Spit it out already!
Okay, no need to be impatient.
2 nights ago.
It happened when I was riding the balloon to the rooftop. I saw the body double in you, Miss Courtney, on the roof talking about surprise. Only the double noticed me. He told Miss Courtney to leave ahead of him. He then pointed a gun at me and fired. Why do you want to shoot down the balloon? It's simple. The body double had intended to kill Miss Courtney. Kill me? That's right. You talked to the double about John, didn't you? Well, it's not like the body double would have met with you otherwise. From his point of view, it was like showing him evidence that he was a fake.
You mean he was afraid of Judge Courtney because she knew about John's past?
Afraid? That's exactly right. That body double's a coward, after all. I remember how his hands were trembling when he fired the gun at my balloon. Are we clear now? I was only there by chance. Just a friendly witness who was passing by.
We but all for the last time. The bullet struck the balloon's basket clean.
I panicked and quickly tried to get away so he wouldn't shoot me down, but talk about a close call.
You say you tried to get away right then.
That's right. There's a problem.
Is there a problem with this statement? Yeah, there's a problem. You must have placed K on the rooftop. You couldn't have gotten away before then, correct?
Yeah, that's right. I forgot. After the body double fired one shot, hitting the hatch to the 55th floor. I looked around for a bit, then landed on the roof.
Please add that statement to your testimony.
Sure, I don't.
After double fire one shot into the hatch to the 55th floor. Once again, you lied.
Lied.
The body double could not have entered the storeroom on the 51st floor 2 nights ago. Miss Hart's testimony proves it.
What? How can you trust that sham Jenna's testimony? What'd you say? You can't insult my mental like that.
2 nights ago,
2 nights ago, that lady was staking out the thing.
2 nights ago, that lady was staking out the 51st floor. Given that just how did that body double leave the roof?
Indeed. That is what we must prove now. If he did not use the elevator or the 51st floor to leave the roof, then only one route remains. How did the body double leave the roof without using the elevator 51st floor? The balloon! The body double flew.
Hey,
Flew?
Simon Keys. He rode in your balloon.
Hey, stop joking around. Why would I have need to give the body double a lift?
The elevator had a security camera, and the 51st floor was being watched by Miss Hart. Your balloon was the only way the body double could have left the roof.
at the circus, we often perform dangerous things in order to surprise the audience. You think you've got me cornered? Sorry, but the show ends here. What? Hey, you. Lotta, was it? I'd like to ask you something. Are you saying you stood watch on the 51st floor the entire time without any break?
Well, record codes, there ain't no mistakes in my testimony.
Really? But didn't the sound of Miss Edgeworth's assistant falling into the storeroom cause you to faint?
I did mention it before, but after I might have dozed off a little. To be more precise, I fainted? Well, something like that.
So something did happen. It's hard to have determined the sound that made you faint. It was likely the sound of Kay falling onto the storeroom floor.
What's your point? Nobody's perfect.
Look at you, Mr. Edgeworth. That's the kind of person you're
Kay fell into the storeroom after the body double had left the roof.
In that case,
I feel you on how things happen. After that cowardly body double fired a shot at me, it didn't hid into the shadows until Kay fell into the storeroom.
What?
so what if he was hiding?
Yada yada. You guys still haven't noticed? What, the body double stayed hidden until Nana had fainted? And went down to the very first floor? That can't be. Precisely. The locker room mystery on the roof has been unlocked.
Even said in my voice!
But wait, there's more. I told you, body double, about John Marsh. That's why you tagged John the next day during practice. Without something. In other words, the one who murdered the body doubles was none other than John.
John had no motive to kill the body double.
He knew he was the real president's son.
And how would he have known that?
Because I told him so in a letter.
What you say?
That is a lie. Yep, it's all a lie. Huh? Yeah, maybe not. Maybe I really did tell him. John.
It's true that Cosmos had the fault. But I didn't know anything about my dad till today. I'm not lying.
Oh, really? I wonder. I found out about the head falling thanks to the book. Now, if you were the one who caused the fall and the body double was crushed to death, that settles it. You are the culprit.
You successfully carried out your revenge. Congratulations! All the pieces of the puzzle are now in place as Mr. Edgewood would say.
The logic fits. Now then, any rebuttals? The murder of the double.
Manipulating humans into fighting. Sounds just like me, right? I did the same thing to Nightly and Blaze. At any rate, there's no way the body double could have gone for riding my balloon. The double was crushed by the monster's head, right? And who was it that caused the monster's head to fall? Do you understand now who the body double's real killer is? The truth that I provided them with gave them. The truth that I provided them with gave them a big motive for murder. Get it? Those two tried to kill each other because of the truth you are so fond of. Impossible. Hey, you detectives up there, hurry up and arrest this murderer. What's wrong? Why aren't you moving? Damn! I thought so. Just admit it. In the end, aren't you all the same as Blaze and the body double? You ignore the prize suspect and come after me without any evidence. How easy it can be to start to suit your needs. This law you all believe in. That is by no means true. If you're gonna arrest anyone, maybe I should have a talk with the policeman outside. If I tell them that John Marsh is the killer, they'll be forced to take action.
Simon Keys, your testimony isn't over yet. Animal abuse.
Really? I thought you'd try to stop me, Mr. Edgeworth. You don't have any evidence, do you? Which means there's no chance for you to win, right? But if you step out to stop me, you should be prepared to take on this much risk.
Ugh! What? That much?
It's only natural after all. The fate of the true culprit, John Marsh, is at stake here.
Hey, Miles. Why don't you take a nice deep breath? Mr. Schutz. At times like this, you should take a breather and think back. Defense attorneys always remain calm in a pinch and smile in the face of danger. Hey, works Phoenix right. The point of contention between your logic and his claims lies in the body double's escape route. How's about, for example, we think of it like this. What's important isn't whether or not body double got him, right? But rather, if we were to assume he did, what circumstances would have allowed for that? Turn my thinking around. Well, all I'm doing is doing a cheap imitation of your old man. Circumstances that would have allowed the body double to get from the group. That's right, the body double not only had a large build, but he also had a gun. In spite of that, no traces of sleeping drugs were found in his system. Which means it can't be.
Mr. Edgeworth, are you ready yet? Hope you haven't forgotten about this.
This is bad. I must break his testimony somehow. Rebut all. Well, the double was crushed by the monster's head, right? No? John was not the one who killed the body double. He was crushed by a monster.
Quit clowning around. This isn't like you at all. Oh, I get it. Since John is supposed to understand the heart of a monster.
The one who understands the heart of monsters is you.
No, I have monsters for friends, you know.
Stop being so modest. Didn't you have one very important friend? A monster you control at will, and it's not even dual monsters. Simon Keys, you're the one who killed the body double.
That's...
Lion balloon. Monster made of cloth that expands when filled with hot air. Suit you quite well, wouldn't you?
Sorry, but I have no idea what you're talking about.
You've been fixated on your claim that you manipulated John and the body double. Probably because it's an impossible fantasy of yours. After all, even an animal tamer can not tame the dead. The body double had already been murdered while he was on the roof. And the murder weapon was the balloon you were in.
I see. Although it floats in the air, that balloon still weighs several hundred pounds.
When the double threatened you on the rooftop, you immediately came up with a plan to defend yourself, using your rider's weapon. And that plan was to crush him with your balloon. Whether the body double wanted to get on, or that he was carrying a gun, none of that mattered. Because what you carried in your balloon was the body double's corpse.
Hold a second, Mr. Edgeworth. You're saying the double was killed on the rooftop 2 nights ago? Well, it doesn't matter with the time of death.
What did you say?
Well, that's not like you at all, Miss Edgeworth. Take a good look at the autopsy report. The time of death was around 11 p.m. last night.
Good!
Last night? That's right. The very night that Musetta's head fell. Well, Johnny boy, come on. How about telling us the truth? You killed your father, right?
I know the feeling. You hated him too, didn't you? The father who left you all alone forever.
You're wrong. I had no idea that guy was my dad. Not this again. Didn't I fancy tell you myself?
Was my logic wrong?
Mr. Edgeworth, allow me to thank you once again for chasing down Blaze and Patricia and bringing them both to ruin. My revenge was a success, all thanks to your logic.
If only the time of death matched up, then my logic would fit. Perhaps you did something to throw off the time of death?
And what's more, Dame Gustavia, was it? You even took down the culprit of the I-7 incident.
Dame Gustavia and the I-7 incident. That's it. Gustavia killed Dover and hid his body in a block of ice. Mr. Gustavia intended to freeze the body in order to throw off the time of death. If the time of death had coincided with the tea party, Mr. Gustavia would have been suspected.
That is correct.
It's a shame that I didn't get to witness his destruction. How can you say that? Wasn't Mr. Gustavia your father, Simon? I'm so scared. Miss Valley keeps asking me about that day. Daddy, help me. Why won't you come save me? Is it because I broke my promise with you and didn't eat your sweets?
I couldn't care less. My father left me all alone. Even if we share the same blood, that man is not my father.
I hate to say it, but like father, like son. You're the spitting image of him, son. The father you hated so much.
What are you talking about? It must have been fate.
By sheer coincidence, you just happened to use the exact same method your father did. To throw off the victim's time of death.
And we rescued him from the refrigerator warehouse near the harbor, pal.
Refrigerated warehouse.
You'll see that I threw off the time of death. How would I have done that?
Answer lies in where you hid the body. His body. This was the place you used to hide the body. Sunshine Warehouse. Throwing off the time of death by freezing the body along with John's kidnapping. Seems that everything is coming together.
The kidnapping. Are we going back to that idea? Think about it.
And don't forget, John was confined in a refrigerated warehouse.
I'm sorry. But don't forget, John was confined in a refrigerated warehouse. That's right. You kept the body double's corpse in that very same warehouse. Reminds me of the last episode of Mr. Scientific 2000 I watched last night. Parts of the Clonus Horror. Hi, I'm Peter Graves. This is my 18 years ago, your father hid a body in the same way.
What? My father? The one who abandoned me did the same thing.
Who would have guessed that both father and son would use this?
Stop it! Don't lump me in with that guy! I'm nothing like him. There's not a single connection between us.
I've heard that before. How many times? You may think so, but even now, your bond with Mr. Gustav still remains.
Didn't you say once before, I don't like sweets?
That may have come from the shop. Don't you think?
You guys have no idea what you're saying.
Even if you deny your father, aren't your thoughts and actions the same? Isn't it always? Particularly your belief of sacrificing others to protect yourself. Finally, your crimes were brought to light just as his were.
Just kidding. I don't know anything about that warehouse. I had nothing to do with the kidnapping after all.
In order to threaten Judge Courtney, it's clear that you partook in the kidnapping.
How scary. Those who get involved with you will be charged with all sorts of crimes. There's no evidence for the instigation and for the kidnapping. None at all. Oh, what are you gonna say? Are you gonna forge some evidence just like Blaze and the rest?
I'll do nothing of the sort.
You always say, I'll pursue the truth no matter what, right? Ha! Don't you mean only the truth that's most convenient to you? After all, that's how the police pull the eyes of those without power. And that's why my revenge was necessary. None of you can catch me! Not Patricia, not Blaze, and not even you. Mr. Edward, at this rate, isn't there anything we could do? Even though all my logic points to this way, I just need evidence. Even a single piece of evidence would suffice. Well, it's been a fun show, but it looks like it's time for the curtains to close. If you'd like, why don't you come and see my next performance? I'll let you know if you admit defeat. Who was that? Sorry to keep you waiting, Mr. Edgeworth. Tell me, where'd you go? I was just doing the job that I'm able to do, pal. Detective Gumshoe, your report, please. I did a quick investigation, sir, about the warehouse John was at. That refrigerated warehouse is currently being rented by the Very Big Circus, just as Mr. Edgeworth said. So it's finally here. Our trump card. Well done, Detective. Now, Mr. Keys. There must be some mistake. Maybe it has something to do with the circus. I see. Indeed, we are not well informed with the affairs of the circus. In that case, why don't we get your boss's opinion on this? Luigi. We are renting a refrigerated warehouse to store the animals' food, but I don't know much about the place. After all, I let Simon handle everything. Curse you! Simon's so scary. What a shame. Seems your desperate actions after the crime were in vain. The body was found in the warehouse. Suspicion would have fallen on you, the one in charge. That's why you specifically moved the body back to the Grand Tower, wasn't it? However, us finding John confined at the warehouse was a fatal mistake on your part. Our resident great thief and detective are both rather exemplary. What's wrong? I can even tell you through your face paint that you're looking here. It's not over yet, Mr. Edgeworth. Your logic is missing the most important piece of evidence. Oh, please do tell. This isn't obvious. Evidence that I killed the body double with the balloon? You can't present it, can you? After all, there's no way such evidence could possibly exist. It exists. What you say? If Mr. Keyes murdered the victim, traces of the murder should still remain on the balloon. Dumbass. It should become clear once we examine the basket of this balloon. The balloon again? Did you already find the balloon? There's no way you can find anything else there. It'll be fine, right, Mr. Edward? Mr. Edward's a hero who always finds the truth no matter what he's up against. That's right, pal. Of course it's gonna be fun. Mr. Edgeworth has gotten out of more possible situations than I can count. As I believe in you, too. But more importantly, I'm sure your old man watching over you, believing in you as well. Please, you need to calm down. You're just one step away from the perfect proof.
The body double was killed by this balloon. Proof lies in traces left on the basket. Simon Keys, it's time for you to atone for your crimes.
I'll see it with my own eyes. The moment this past case is settled once and for all.
Please, Prosecutor Edgeworth, deliver the final blow to this unforgivable person.
This is the final piece of evidence that proves your crimes. Traces were left on the balloon that crushed the victim. This book game order. When John found the body, a bouquet of lion lilies was there as well.
Lion lilies. The flowers from the same flower that represent the bond between parent and child.
That's your evidence. Surely they must be buried under a mountain of garbage by now. Moreover, the one who threw it away was John himself. That's not much of a blonde now, is it? That language of flower stuff had nothing to do with this!
Calm down, John. Certainly you may have thrown the flowers away. However, I believe those emotions remain as strong as ever. Those bones will surely protect you from that man, in the form of my final piece of evidence.
What the hell are you talking about?
Those flowers were crushed. Ergo, they must have come into contact with the murder weapon. Perhaps we'll find the very same powder still stuck to the basket of your balloon.
No, wait! You guys examined the basket just a few moments ago. If there had been any yellow pollen stuck on there, wouldn't you have noticed it then?
Mr. Keys, evidence is not restricted to what you can see with the naked eye. Emma!
Yes.
Would you perform one more scientific investigation?
Leave it me. The balloon's basket, right? Ah, reaction. This is clearly pollen from a yellow flower. We'll find out soon enough whether or not it's from the same flower.
What? I'd say this proves that the body double's death was caused directly by your own hand.
No way, Dad! That can't be right!
You crushed the body double to death on the roof of the tower. Then you retrieved the body and hid it in the warehouse.
Why? Did he have to go to the trouble retrieving the body?
2 nights ago, he knew that a separate incident would occur at the time.
Ah, Miss Creans.
Precisely. Even a body there would have disrupted his plans.
I see, but even so, we couldn't leave the body in the circus warehouse either.
So, exactly. So, next day, he was bringing the body back to the tower once again. He saw the small fire John started, which caused Mozette's petrified. Was that when the idea came to you? Your plan to pin the crime on John?
Yeah.
You made it look like the murder weapon was the fallen head. Such foul, cowardly behavior. For that reason, you carried the devil's body into the balloon and lowered it into the film room. At the time, the figure of the body, double, lowered down by rope, was captured in John's video recording.
Damn, it was all... You saw through it all! Damn it, damn you!
You manipulate people. And you pieces. Almost as if you were a king. However, it's now all come to it.
Fine, the animals have gone angry. Even Money and Aztec.
Oh shit! Oh damn! You got fuck the monkey. You got the elephant in retro ass. Oh, stomp his ass! Stomp his ass right now!
You never thought of them as your friends at all. How sad.
Oh shit! Damn it! Don't you look at me with those eyes! About time you went back to me. Fitting into your pitiful gestures act. Stay away! Get away from me! Stop it! Please! Stop!
Daddy, Abby, I'm scared. I'm so scared.
I don't know anything. I didn't do anything bad. See what the bear was missing.
Alright, Spy, why'd you stop me? You had done that
I couldn't even trust the police. They would pay without me. But that man back then, he saved me. The only one who helped me was Doji, so I used everyone else. What's wrong with that? Stop it! Don't come any closer! Stop! Ow, 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 ow! Ah, don't get... Ah! Oh, damn! He's getting his ass beat! Oh, fuck! He got his ass whipped by the whole goddamn circus. Shit. Seems the game's finally over. Shelly the killer. Mr. Ashworth, I must say, you have exposed the true identity of the master. Now, I am free to... What? Drawing a gun would be most inadvisable. Stay where you are and do not. I don't have a gun. You do have a gun. You intend to draw and fire without anyone else. Take it from the body double when you killed him. This man has betrayed his former trust. He would have me kill the president while knowing full well he was the murderer. Lying about the target is an extremely dangerous thing to do as an assassin. Not having all the cards on the table can seriously jeopardize an assassination. However, what is evil? It's your deception and your attempt to manipulate me. The time has come for retribution. So, stop! You are. It has been that long, city. Please step aside. That man is my prey. So we got Tao Pai Pai versus Dalsin. I must ask you to spare his life. Please permit this young acolyte to receive his proper punishment in prison. and if I refuse, he is the first life I have saved. I will not allow it to be taken away so easily. You saved my life. The assassin, Sahandoji. Ironic, is it not? That I, the one who has taken countless lives, and making a plea for this young one's life. He saved my life, just as I saved his. If I knew it, I grew quite fond of the lad. You may laugh at me as much as you wish. However, I must ask that you spare the life of the boy. From one assassin to another. Please make this allowance. I understand if you're willing to go that far. You have my things. I am in your debt. No need for thanks. I simply felt there would be no merit in a fight with death. And with that, I must take my leave. Damn it! Wait! Prosecutor HK, I must take you as well. It was not necessary for this young acolyte to be put in his place. And that you have done. Now then, it's time for me to return to my humble cage, surrounded by iron bars. Right, Anubis. Right, boy. Oh, look who is here.
Hey, peace guy. You killed my dad, right? I am Nego Montoya.
Indeed, I am not one to forget those I have slain. I see. You must despise me, boy with horns. In that case...
John! Oh my god, 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 oh my god!
Do not panic. I simply named the boy with horns my name. Take that knife and run it through my throat. Let me see if I can read that right. Take the knife and run it through my throat. Oof. 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 It's like, if you got the balls to kill me, do it now. Damn. Just damn. Take that knife. Take that knife. And run it. Through my throat. Single stitch into it. I've gone growly on my wooden carving skin.
John! Don't do it! John, oh my god, please, I beg of you. Oh my god, oh my god. Until just now, I had intended to seek revenge, no matter how many years it took. Revenge. Revenge is good. Really good. All your pain and suffering slips away. Everything becomes numb and you'll feel nothing. Yeah, you may be right. I thought about that while I listened to what you had to say.
John?
But the only one who would be satisfied with revenge would be myself, right? If I became a murderer, my mom would go through even more pain and suffering. My friends from the movie too, and all those people who care about me as well.
The boy with horns says some interesting things.
That's right. I finally get it now. I'll never forgive you, but I'm not the one who should punish you. After all, isn't that what my mom and that prosecutor guy are here for? John, you said some really profound stuff just now.
Okay, perhaps you should study up a little more yourself. Is that so? It is time for us to depart.
Where to?
To prison, of course. That place will be
Our home?
And with that, the case that involved and affected so many people came to a close. However, there was still one last thing I had to do. April 8th, 2:54 p.m. at the PIC meeting room.
Mr. Edgeworth? Sorry to keep you waiting.
Why'd you call Uncle Ray and the rest of us out here?
Mr. Edgeworth, the formal proceedings have just come to a close.
What are you talking about? This is the place where I once relinquished my prosecutor's badge.
This is your prosecutor's badge. Prosecutor Edgeworth, what is the meaning of this?
Consider this my resignation. I am no longer prosecutor.
You were to save me when I was suffering from memory loss.
Certain man once said, the only ally a defendant has is their attorney. By trusting in their client, an attorney draws closer to the truth. The sight of that man still shines brilliantly in my eyes. Just as the image of my father fighting court case. However, this is nothing more than that man and my father's way of life. It is not mine. By the way, he's talking about Phoenix. He's talking about Phoenix and his father. So he's talking about two different people in the same line of work.
Mr. Edgeworth?
I think I shall live as a prosecutor after all. I say, it's a major decision. I'm sorry. No, I understand. That's your answer, isn't it? Okay, then that's the end of the conversation. Don't regret it. Even if you beg me later, I won't let you work for me ever again. I understand. You know, Miles, mind if I ask you why you chose to live as a prosecutor? Mr. Shields, you asked me this before. To fight crime as a prosecutor, or to save people as a defense attorney. I want you to think carefully how you want to live your life from now on. I thought long and hard about that question ever since. How should I live my life? And after this case concluded, I finally found my answer. I want to save people as a prosecutor. As a prosecutor. Simon Keys, he too was a victim. He lost a parent in a past murder, with it, the ability to believe in anything else. it parallels Edgeworth's life. I too know that feeling. The feeling of losing what's important to you and being able to believe in everything. I doubted everything during my lonely battles in those days. All that I can hope to do is get every defendant declared guilty. The only one who saved me was... Objection! You, Mr. Keys, might have been all wrong. Maybe to find salvation from the law. He had no choice but to turn his hand to avenge. And I suppose you never thought to seek help from the police?
No way, no way, no way. As long as Blaze was around, any evidence would be destroyed by him. Actually, did something like that happen almost today during Patricia's trial?
I want to save those like Simon Keys. So how would you save him? I'm sure this tragedy could have been avoided if only he could have relied on the courts.
But instead he was cornered by Blaze the Best, who used the power of the law for evil. The form of the law can change depending on who wields it. It can be at once a shield to protect and a blade to harm. That too is a contradiction of the law.
A contradiction of? That's true. Sure is a contradiction in the law. The way the law is right now isn't always completely right. Same thing with the government. The only way to right those contradictions is by joining in the court system. The one who could have saved Simon Keys was not an attorney, but rather a watchman, prosecutor. I shall face the contradictions in the law as prosecutor. I see. That's just like that. But you know, it'll be tough. It won't be just a walk in the park. You'll be going up against the law itself. You realize that, right? I do. However, someone must. Yep. Uncle Ray believes it. You too. The law evolves and grows, just like all of us do. I'm sure you can pull it off. After all, you're Gregory's son. Your old man would never give up, no matter what. And soon after, he would start wearing the glasses. His eyes always saw only what lay straight ahead. Miles, when you chose to live as a prosecutor, your eyes looked just like your father's. They look like you've grown up a bit. I really wish your old man could see you. Thank you very much, Mr. Shoes.
So then, Prosecutor Edgeworth, allow me to formally return this to you.
Please do.
I, Justine Courtney, as a member of the Peak, do hereby return to Reiji Mitsurugi the rights and privileges of prosecutor in the name of the goddess of lawmen.
Proof of my possession, however, I prefer to keep it in my pocket.
And without Prosecutor Edgeworth is revived.
That's great, sir! So then, Prosecutor Edgeworth, it's time for Uncle Ray to make his exit. I have to report to your old man all about the traitor in the Edgeworth family. Thank you for everything. Next time we meet, just might be in the courtroom. I'll be ready. Uncle Ray might not look it, but he's an ace attorney after all.
Yet there is no game based off him. Because all he wants is... Because the only thing he will ever ask for is, can I get a hug? I look forward to seeing the attorney my father train in action.
Bye.
Prosecutor Edgeworth, welcome back.
Judge Courtney, I must give my thanks to you as well.
You sought to fix the corruption within the peak from the inside. That must truly have been a lonely battle.
No, it was not. For I was never alone. Because the goddess of law is always by your side, right?
You made me realize that one could fight in such way.
The prosecutor's office, no, the entire legal world is caught up in this contradiction. If that cannot be set right, there's truth that will never see the light of day. And that's what anything will. It was only through your help that I was able to find this new path. One that fights against the contradictions in the law.
I too find that promising. As one in the service of the goddess of law. You shall certainly succeed in helping the law.
Let us meet again in the courtroom. And probably in the bed.
Yes, on both counts. I must apologize for my shameful acts during the trial 2 days ago.
Yes, we know. Never gotten laid since.
Next time I shall fulfill my duties as a judge perfectly.
Your Honor, I do not intend to speak regarding your height.
Prosecutor Edgeworth.
However, the greatest judge I know has a beard and talks like Dr. Light. And he's bald as old get out. It's one overflowing with humanity. Even during a trial, that judge experiences happiness, anger, sadness, and joy. But nevertheless, always hands down the verdict. In the end, the correct verdict. It's difficult to see. But sometimes I feel that perfection is not always correct.
You should tell that to Francisca sometime. She needs to hear that.
So a judge, too, has the right to behave in such manner. Thank you very much. Prosecutor Edgeworth. When I pursued and fought against Blaze Defense, the goddess of law was not the only one by my side. There was a vibrator.
I mean...
Oh, it's John! When I have this cut out with me, I feel a strange sense of courage well up within me. No matter how painful things became, no matter how strong the foe. When I remember that I am not alone, I am able to keep moving forward. Wrongs must be put right for John to seek his right.
John too lost his father last week.
That's more important to me than even the words of the goddess of law. Though I'm sure the goddess would be angry by this way.
Your bond with your son is the secret of strength.
I don't have to be perfect. I just want to grow little by little.
You probably need to be grown. You probably need something to grow in you, little by little. Both as judge and as mother. That is how I feel. Seems as much each of us has to learn. We are still but children before the world. Let us grow in our respective paths until we meet again. I shall look forward to that. May the blessings of the goddess of love be upon you as you follow your new path. Though I once lost my position as prosecutor, I've now reclaimed it. So now I may tread a new path as prosecutor. I shall surely reach the truth waiting at the end of this path, no matter how difficult the path may be. If any seek to stop me on my path, they shall receive no mercy. No matter who they may be, I will just shout one word. And that's it. That is the end of Ace Attorney Investigations 2 for the Nintendo DS, which never came out. So, what I thought about this, oh my god, it took me a couple of streams to do. But oh my god, it was one hell of a ride. Let me tell you, it really was one hell of a ride. So it only means one thing. I'm definitely taking a break from the Ace Attorney series. So since I'm still doing anime games, next Monday I'm going to break out an anime game. One that I kind of started but never finished on my main channel. So I feel like the only thing I gotta do is redo it and replay it on stream. Just say, oh hey, I want to get it done, and just say okay, cool. And that game is Nadia's Secret of Blue Water. It is an adventure game, so I do have it on Sega Genesis. That, as I mentioned, I'm going to put both of them. I'm going to put up, as I put into parts like A, B, C, D. This is 5E, so this is the last part. So with that said, once I'm done with this, it's going to vanish into the depths of the great beyond, and with that, I still have Danganronpa, but that will not be for a long time to return to. Noriyuki Iwadare. Don't know who he is. Person behind the Lunar and Grounded music. Who knew he was behind this too? I probably need to get back to doing the Great Ace Attorney series. But of course, I'm going to be doing the original translated, the original fan translated version that I have. And oh boy, that's going to be something else. So for those who were, so those in chat, as well as those rating and visiting, and with me earlier on Discord, thank you guys for being with me during the madness. And even to you guys out there on YouTube. Thank you all for following the series, following both channels, stopping by and saying hi. It's greatly appreciated. Even though I don't say it much, I'm glad to be doing games like these. So that being said, I'm gonna get this done. Put them up and we say goodbye to this. So see you Wednesday with SRW GC. And for Friday, I don't know what the hell I'm going to be doing. Probably finishing up Brahma Lagoon, because there's not much game left. It's like 3 missions left, so I'm probably going to do a final stream on that, and we'll just go from there. So have a good night. And as always, see you next game, next stream. Dai Tenso, and remember to always tip your streamers. Have a good night, and bye now. Enjoy it. He is no longer the best. He is called the Hook. Okay, your new nickname is Hookhead. There you go. Seems we are not done. And there went my list, but that don't matter. April 8th, 4:17 p.m. High Prosecutor's Offices, room 1202.
Wow! We were really busy with all those cases, weren't we, sir?
Indeed we were. Why did all these incidents happen in such quick succession?
I feel like things are always busy whenever I'm around.
Wait, okay, wouldn't that mean you're a magnet for crimes?
Hey, Tommy, that was rude.
I do get the impression that he's not entirely good. So then, Kay, do you intend to resume your training to become a great thief?
I don't know.
Huh? Is there something on your mind, pal?
How should I put it? Till now, I've always been chasing after my father. So I could become a great thief, just like him.
Just like a previous Gyakuten, I suppose.
But watching you, Mr. Edgeworth, made me think. Maybe instead of chasing after my father, I should find my own path. I mean, you didn't become a defense attorney either.
Chasing after a parent's shadow isn't the only path in life for a child after all. I guess in my own defense, I guess the same can be said for me. Because before my mom worked for the city, she wanted to be a writer. Before that, she was she and her sisters were a quartet. So I take closely after my mom. I'm starting to realize it even now. I'm slowly seeing more of my mom in me than that of my dad. because she spent more time with me than my actual dad did. But I'm slowly trying to work my own path in life. Which is, you know, as I said, my true passion in life is to be a voice actor. At the same time, I still want to, you know, sing, still want to, you know, be something, you know. That's the only thing I can say. I just want to be something worth. Just worth the time in the life that I have. I don't want to be a waste of time. That's for damn sure.
I'm gonna aim to be a hero in my own way.
That sounds good.
But of course, that doesn't mean I'm gonna throw away the name the Great Big Catagrassi.
No matter what sort of hero you become, Kay will always still be Kay.
Thanks, Gummy. And Gummy will always be Gummy.
Of course, pal, I plan to keep pushing forward on my path of a detective after all. Mr. Edgeworth, I look forward to continuing working with you, sir.
Yes, I'll be counting on you, Detective Dutch. Detective, you've saved me many times during these past cases. You have my gratitude and a pack of ramen. With the good spice packets. I suggest you look forward to your next salary assessment. There may be a six-pack in the future.
Oh boy! Really, sir?
What?
Does that mean what I think it means?
What's wrong? I'm saying that your salary ought to be raised.
Really, sir? I can't believe it! I'll be moving up to coffee and donuts!
Is that great, Gummy?
It's like a dream come true. I can finally say goodbye to my instant noodle lifestyle.
No, you won't. You'll be up there with Zenigata. However, that doesn't mean you can start slacking off. The real work begins from here on out. You should prepare yourself.
Yes, sir. Roger that. I devote my body and soul to following after you, Mr. Edgeworth.
Half Mr. Shields and Judge Courtney told me is to take a stand against the contradictions in the law and to reach the truth at the end of the road. What am I able to do? That is a question I must continue to dwell upon. Certainly, this path will not be easy. However,
Prosecutor Edgeworth, when I pursued and fought against Blaze the Best, the goddess of law was not the only one by my side. Oh, it's John! When I have this cut up with me, I feel a strange sense of courage well up from within. When I remember that I am not alone, I am able to keep moving forward.
your bond with your son is the secret to your strength.
Ah! I completely forgot!
That was sudden. What's wrong?
I was such quick members put in the Yatagrassi team.
Now that you mention it, I do remember you saying something to that effect.
But in the end, I wasn't even able to find a single person. Can you imagine it? A team combining their powers in order to steal the truth? I wanted to create an invincible team like that, but
What are you saying, pal? Don't you already have a team? Together, the three of us can solve any case that comes our way.
yeah, you're right. A prosecutor, a detective, and a great thief. We're the invisible trio of heroes that steals, captures, and pursues the truth.
Hearing all that kind of makes me feel sorry for the truth.
As long as the three of us are together, there's nothing to fear. Isn't that right, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, you are correct. Even until his last moments, my father ran along his own path. I too shall advance along mine, accompanied by my somewhat boisterous comrades. As long as they are by my side, I can walk forward without hesitation. On this new path as a prosecutor. Prosecutors and attorneys. The path I walk is not my father's. However, I am certain that two paths are not separate. Though we may walk in opposite directions, our destination is the same. Why, you may ask? Because both paths lead to the one and only truth. The end. And I will save my clear data, and there we go. That's it. I'm out. See you Wednesday. Too fast.